Hey Sam, Brett, Bon, how are you guys? Wanted to shoot a quick little video here from outside the hardware store and the rental center to kind of give you a good idea of sort of what we're working with. I'm going to upload this to YouTube and try to make it easy. We'll start off with these are the curbs that right on M36 that the township obviously does not like. No clear in and out traffic way, and as you can see, we have Dairy Queen next door here, but yeah, just no clear pattern in and out. Up front here, we're starting, of course, on the west side of the hardware store. We have the hardware store, and it's my assumption, I know that they made the hardware store down the road not store product out front, which of course would be devastating because this is where they vend a substantial amount of product. Hi, how are you? Moving down from there, here, I'm gonna go to some more product that they vend out. Of course, the hardware store is off over there. Looks like this time of year they're selling Christmas trees. Walk through here. Greenhouse. And our handicap ramp goes up and in. And of course, they've kind of turned this porch area, I won't spend a lot of time on this, into sort of a retail type space out here. Look at the greenhouse. All right, let's go ahead and walk down the road. Of course, we'll get to the rental center here in a second, but this is an area where a lot of semi trucks come through. Peters gets a lot of semi trucks, and I'll show you where they come through and where they go out. More product on the side here that the township probably doesn't like, but yeah, a lot of the semis, actually 53-foot semis, come down here. And oftentimes they will pull here and back into here. Going around back to the greenhouse. Dumpster. This was a recent add-on. This was something my dad did. This is actually where they unload the semi trucks and they go in these doors, and then there's an entrance into, you know, the main hardware. One of the things they're referring to with, well, let me back up a little bit with parking was you could kind of see the lines right there. Okay, this was the parking spot that we made here. And, you know, they're really concerned about parking, and I don't necessarily want to asphalt it per se, but you know, I think you can kind of see that they painted a little line on the dirt over there. You know, what we can do to, you know, maybe squeeze through and label some of this as parking. I think that's what my dad did originally. And it sort of like, you know, of course, slowly fizzled a little bit. But yeah, there's one parking space. There used to be one here, 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 and all the way down there. Over time, it's tough to admit, but it's kind of been taken over by, you know, some storage out here. Here's our retention pond. This is where Peter keeps all of his overflow for the hardware store. And he did install this propane tank here. Yep, here's our retention pond. As you can see, the retention pond typically carries no water. In fact, it usually never has water in it at all. The gutter down there, and that gutter and that gutter is what goes into that, plus your ambient water around here. Storage containers. These are actually not on the lot, which I kind of laughed about a little bit. These have been like sort of brought in over time. Now, one thing that I will mention is that if we do have to pull out a wild card, is Peter partially agreed to put a pole barn right here. Okay, he wanted to put a pole barn right here, which we might consider including maybe in the plans. It would eliminate all this. That could be some sort of negotiating factor. These are, rentals. He's renting them, so they are temporary storage, but as you can see, they're not really that pretty. Let me try to shorten this up a little bit and walk over here real quick. One of the things when they rebuilt the hardware store was that they did have to plant these trees to block from, do some landscaping back here to block from the Dairy Queen being able to be see some of this stuff back here. I do apologize for babbling. Let's go ahead and take a quick walk back over here. You can really see how the land sort of goes down and then back up. This is a gutter, kind of. When it rains off over here, a lot of the rainwater actually goes right down here and into that tube and into the pond. So this is what's catching that pond. All right, back of the hardware store. Ignore my boat. Sewer grinder pump right here. Obviously the new building comes out to maybe right about here. I like the idea of having, you can see I have a fenced in area back there, which is in the easement, and another one over there. It'd be nice to kind of tie them together. So by doing that, I thought off this corner, how nice would it be to shoot straight down, okay, way out back, and then right off yonder there, shoot east to the back corner we depicted. Of course, this fenced-in area would be removed, and this fenced-in area would be removed, and then shoot north up to the front fenced-in area, and so on. Here's a picture of kind of what our yard looks like. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles. I know they asked about that. Van and trailer, work truck, Kenworth. There's like 3 vehicles right now that are missing. Here's an example of what a pretty full yard looks like. We are missing some equipment, but we've got a pretty full yard right here. This is one of the things they wanted to know, what are we storing? What's in here? Well, you see it. We're missing about maybe 5 items or whatnot right now. Attachments and so on. Back here is what we call our trailer lot, and this will pretty much conclude the video. When we started getting trailers, somebody installed this back fenced-in area with no permit, and this is where we call our trailer storage here. Okay, and you can see that we have quite a few trailers. We're missing 3 of these wood sides here. We have 4 of these, so this one's being repaired here. Yeah, so hopefully this gives you kind of a good idea as to what's going on. Some asphalt millings that we got. I'm going to upload this, and hopefully this gives us a good idea before the meeting, if we have anything. Oh, power lines too under there, which they said I could actually put the fenced-in area under. They weren't too worried about that. Surprisingly, they were quite lackadaisical about it. Thanks, guys.